I wanted to apologize to Jason Silverstein. Jason Silverstein is, in fact, the star hockey goalie at RTMA. I had misidentified him earlier, and I apologize for that, but come on out and see him stop those pucks for JEC. The Early Childhood Division, led by Mora Rivka Isaacs. Where is Mora Rivka Isaacs?
I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Baruch Hashem.
And Lani Krausz is here, who is an early childhood teacher in the Early Childhood Division here at JEC. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Let me run through a couple of things, because I know that on the 11th of November, which is this coming Friday, the JEC early childhood parents are invited to a coffee break hosted by Mora Rivka Isaacs and Dr. Michelle, who we met earlier. It's a morning of support, guidance, and collaboration, creating a safe space to discuss the joys and challenges of raising a preschooler. This is happening in the Beit Midrash on Friday morning, November the 11th, starting at 9:15. And that is this coming Friday. You're getting ready for that event, I assume?
We are.
Okay, so people should know about that. Also, we continue to talk about the open houses, and the early childhood open house is going to be happening on November the 16th. That's a Wednesday evening at 7:15. The JEC Lower School and Early Childhood Open House is happening on Wednesday, November the 16th at 330 Elmora Avenue in Elizabeth. That begins at 7:15 p.m. So you could check that out. And can you speak to this as well?
Sure.
This is the Bugle Babies, a musical Mommy and Me class, which happens every single Tuesday. This has already begun.
Yes, it has.
Can people still join in?
Absolutely.
It happens every single Tuesday starting at 9:30 for children 6 months through 3 years. Wow, you'll have kids years from now who are saying they went to JEC starting at 6 months and ended up graduating their high school. Beginning November the 1st, it already has begun. 9:30 a.m. every Tuesday in the JEC Lower School lunchroom here at 330 Elmora Avenue. You could use the email address to be in touch, or the phone number. The first class is free, and you can get information about the rest of the semester. It's called Bugle Babies, a musical Mommy and Me class. So it looks like you have a lot of innovative things going on here.
We do. We really do.
Tell me about the start of the year. How has the early childhood department done at the beginning of 5777?
Amazing. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of enthusiasm.
Is it a large early childhood?
It's a fair size. We have a lot of parents and children from within the community and within the surrounding communities. We've got a nice amount of children.
And what are the keys to running a good early childhood department these days?
You have to love what you're going to do. You have to love what you're going to do. You have to have passion for what you're going to do, and you have to believe where you are. You have to believe in the school that you're working with.
How often in a typical day do the kids crack you up?
Oh my gosh.
Must be a lot of funny exchanges.
Absolutely. Lots of times during the day, lots of times. Almost as many times as I can come into the classroom and get a hug. Almost as much.
Sometimes you say to yourself, is this kid an adult, with the way they respond to something, right?
Absolutely.
You don't know where they pulled that out of. So we're here with Mora Rivka Isaacs, Director of Early Childhood, and Lani Krausz, an early childhood teacher. I don't know how this is divided up. Do you have all early childhood ages? Is it a specific group? Like, how does it work?
We have nursery, kindergarten, and primer, 3 different grades. There are 2 classes in each grade. And
what do you have the privilege of doing?
Nursery.
Oh, that's cool.
My favorite.
There you go.
They come in and they're so little, and we get to watch them go throughout the grades and really develop and blossom in our early childhood.
There are adults out there who remember to show appreciation to their early childhood teachers. Who I'm sure you hear from people.
Absolutely.
Who know that you started them out, who know that you taught them Aleph Beis, who know that that their first steps were taken in Jewish education because of people like you. So that must be an amazing feeling.
It is. It really, really is. When a child who's gone to JEC and they're in the lower elementary school or they're in the high school and they come back and they see their teacher, their Mora, there's a special connection there. And you're right, there's appreciation, there's love, there's a certain connection that you can't duplicate. It's really amazing.
All right, Mora, Lani, now that we're past the Yomim Tovim and we're getting into the real heart of the year, what are we doing today? What's happening in the early childhood department today? What are we concentrating on?
This week,
is it calculus? Is it geometry? What is it?
Not yet. This week we're focusing on transportation as it relates to Parshas Lach Lecha. We do so many different fun activities with the children. We had a mock car wash where the kids wash cars in shaving cream, and it's really hands-on, and they put it in the water. We talked about different ways that we get to school, how we get from place to place. We always have activities and curriculum that's related to our Jewish background and our history and our Parsha or our holiday. So it's really all-encompassing.
Did the kids ask you why Avram Avinu didn't just get into his car and drive there? Why?
They did.
Are you serious?
They did. I asked them how Abraham got to Eretz Canaan, and they said, an airplane? And I said, nope, not yet.
It's unbelievable. Probably wondering why he wasn't texting along the way as well.
Exactly.
Right? Do you find that, by the way, that these 3-year-olds know how to use an iPhone and an iPad better than anybody else?
We don't have any phones or iPads in the classroom.
Well, I didn't mean that. I just
yes.
see kids in general. They're swiping and they
My
know how to do it.
children definitely can.
It's crazy, I'll tell you. They're better than their parents and grandparents. All right, everybody out there, you're invited to JEC Lower School and Early Childhood Open House. Happens on Wednesday night, November the 16th at 7:15 here at JEC. Mara, Rivka, anything you'd like to add for everybody out there?
Come visit.
Come visit us, right. If they see it firsthand, then they'll understand how great it is. So that's the open house. We mentioned the JEC a coffee break hosted by Mora Rivka Isaacs and Dr. Michelle coming up this Friday morning, November the 11th at 9:15. You can enjoy a cup of coffee and get advice about raising a preschooler from peers and professionals. That's happening here in this building. And the Bugle Babies we mentioned is every single Tuesday. People can get information here at JEC as well. Thank you both very much.
Thank you.
And good luck today.